you've got to know that when a narcissist walks away, discards, ghosts, or abandons, it's not the same as someone that sincerely walks away from someone or a relationship ending. It's just not the same. Narcissists have agendas, motives, and really their whole life now is just trying to live a portrayal like they're doing well, but really they're a complete and utter mess. Once empaths and all the genuine souls, the narcissist is struggling. They thought life would line up the way they planned it. They had a vision in mind when they walked away from you, and so many of you get caught in the midst of believing that the narcissist is fine. It's like, sometimes I do sessions with people, right? Quite frequently, actually, I do sessions with people that say this, and there's so much indications that the narcissist that was involved in their life previously is struggling, that is a mess, that isn't doing well. And they fall into the victim of believing what they posted on their social media or what they're supposedly doing with your life. Now, you may have to take, how can I put this? You may have to take kind of them moving forward, like having children, getting married to new suppliers, things like this. And it's not just romantic relationships, it can be friendships and all that as well. But you can, a group of friends that you were with now start traveling around the world, leaving you out, or doing this, doing that. Like, you'll face these things, but really they're just plastering over the cracks. That's really what they're doing, okay? And you need to let the course of time kind of pan out, okay? Because eventually you get some indication, clear indication, that will even snap you out of the false reality that you think the false reality they're trying to paint to you, and then you'll know for certain. I believe that majority of you will experience this at some point in time. Something will come along your way, could be an exchange of messages, could be seeing them in person, seeing them with a downgrade, and you can see that they're struggling. Okay, they're putting on a bravado, they're putting on an act, they're putting on a performance. Don't keep tabs on their social media. That's what they do to you. All right, they can act as quiet as a mouse, like they want nothing to do with you, and really they're talking about you to their new suppliers and their minions and their flying monkeys. They're chatting your name, they're smearing your name, and also they're spying on you, and also they're probably messaging you, DMing you on Instagram or whatever these apps are. I'm not that well versed, right? They're messaging you or doing things or viewing your stories or viewing what you posted, or they're doing all these things from fake accounts and stuff like that, or even their own accounts, right? Because I've heard that as well. But you got to understand, they thought that life would plan out well, and a lot of you underestimate your value of who you are. Only you're gonna. This channel is made for authentic souls, real souls, that try their best. You're a work in progress. You're not perfect, but you're trying your best, and you realize that you're a lot different to majority of people, and you're very, very misunderstood, even by the narcissists. And that's what I'm saying. It's all of these people that you experience in your life, friends, family, like, they won't know what they've got until you're gone. Okay? And you going can be them walking away from you, which in fact makes it more difficult for them to try and creep back in your life, because they were the one that parted the ways. They were the one that discarded. They were the one that were ghosted. They're the one that abandoned. So when they find themselves struggling, you're not there to save them no more. Okay? You're not there to rush to their rescue and save them anymore. All right? So they are filled with this regret. Okay? So many of you don't think they're filled with regret, but they are filled with regret. And the regret is called self-absorbed regret, just to clarify. Self-absorbed is feeling sorry for oneself. Okay? They're feeling sorry for their current condition. They didn't feel this way around you. It's a selfish regret, yes, but it's still regret nonetheless. Okay? They also regret the way they handled the situation. That's something I don't touch on enough. But they do regret the way they handle the situation, because as they progress, as much as they don't ascend and evolve, they become more manipulative and bitter and twisted and conniving. So they believe that they could have been more bitter or twisted or conniving to you. So that's some of their regret, especially when they know they can't get you back. Then that's all they have left, is to try and throw salt on your name, is to try and damage your reputation, is to try and do these things. That's all they're gonna do because they know there's no way back in. Okay, but what I need for you all, right, is you'll know if you're experiencing a narcissist bothering you, pestering you, sending you fake profiles, you know, doing all this cryptic shit, right? And you've got nothing to do with them. You're not looking on their social media. You don't want nothing to do with them. Then I believe that you should literally wish them well. Okay, it's not nice that you wish them on someone else, like they're gonna go and abuse someone else, but let them go and get infatuated by a new supplier or a new group of friends or whatever. Let them go and get infatuated in their false reality that they live in. Okay, it's always, the thing is, they run through these cycles with people, numerous people. It's not just, a lot of you have maybe noticed that they went with a new supplier or a new group of friends or minions, but you don't realize they're actually chopping and changing and starting to affiliate with different people. And it's all just to fill that void of you. They can never find that fulfillment that you used to offer and you bring to someone. You're very, very misunderstood, Chosen Ones, Empaths, Genuine Souls. You're very, very misunderstood. And not a lot of people appreciate you until you're gone. Okay? Then they see your value. And a lot of people are envious, especially when you're ascending and developing and evolving. You see? People will try to hold your name to maybe what you was before you were unawakened, before you were awakened. They don't realize that you've gone through spiritual awakenings through this narcissistic abuse. Okay? You're not victims, right? You've gone through an awakening. You're much more of an enlightened being now. You're much more of an advanced, ascended being on this earth. So they are filled with this regret. Narcissists are filled with this self-absorbed regret. They wish they could have handled the situation differently. They wish that they maybe didn't try and tarnish your name as much. They're indecisive with their choice making and their actions. Okay? You know how it feels to not be satisfied with one's choices, but we take it as a learning experience and better ourselves from it. Okay, I'm not saying we don't slip up from time to time. Yes, we do, but they don't. They'll get bitter and kind of procrastinate and ruminate about these decisions that they've made, and that's what really is something that drags them down, really to the depths of the ocean. It really drags them down. Honestly, around you, they felt fulfillment. They felt alive. Their emotions were regulated. They were validated. This is what you've done to them. You made them feel seen. You made them feel wanted. And now your silence and you just getting on with your life and evolving is like crushing to them. So literally what I advise you to do is literally wish them well, regardless of what they've done to you and stuff like that. Understand that God doesn't put anything in our way. You know, is the devil really sending these parasites, but negative forces, whatever you want to call it. But really, God supersedes everything, and it works out for the best. So sometimes you take some crazy twists and turns in life, but really you find your ground, you find your footing. And I know some of you are in the midst of confusion. You don't know this from that at the moment. We've all been there, but you are going to land on your feet from the situation. And I don't want you to hate God or anything like that, but there is a real chance for ascension through this process. A real chance for ascension. They're not going to do that. They're going to be bitter. They're going to regret. They're going to have self-absorbed regret for the rest of their days. They're always going to feel like that. They're going to run through cycles of people, affiliates, minions, fly monkeys, new supplies, whatever. They're going to go around lots of people, and they're never going to find the fulfillment that they got from you. Okay? Some of you were with these people when you were younger, right? Some of you were with these friends when you were younger. When they catch wind of where you're going, you see, and they even get more bitter and twisted, and that's when they try to put you in their scope of someone they want to destroy, because they know it's absolutely not possible for you to get back involved in your life like no more. They know that now. See, so they put you in their scope from their self-absorbed regret, and they just try and destroy you to try and feel fulfilled, right? They don't want no one else to have you. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to around no one else. They want your attention on them. So break the cycle, and break the cycle of don't fall into other patterns with other people. Try and avoid that, and just realize that there's a lot more other narcissists out there as well. Okay, so just be vigilant. It's not just, this isn't just the enemy. The enemy's all around. The devil sends people all around, right? Just watch out. Yeah, see? And They're a complete mess. Don't believe the bravado on social media. Please get away from social media. If anyone's still on social media, I'll make a video dedicated towards what you can do to maybe break away from it or something like that in due course. Actually, no, I've got some videos on that topic. I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need in the description box below. And I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.